All right, guys. So it's that bad, right? Had a lot of situations at the Houston Rodeo. So violence and chaos, violence and chaos. Yeah, a lot of these people from out of town and black people. Let's go ahead. Let's call the kettle black, right? Ghetto black people. Now I know, the media, they say black people in general, when in reality it's different classes. You have the poor, you have the middle class, and you have the rich. But they'll never separate. They'll never separate them in those classes. They always say, oh, all black people. When in reality it's not. Now when I heard about the spring break and people started saying, oh yeah, we're gonna go to the Houston Rodeo, Houston, I'm like, oh shit. So I already knew it was gonna be trash. I already knew it was gonna be terrible. So not all of you, but the ones that was at the rodeo, yeah, you're embarrassment. I'm gonna say it like that. You was there, not me. So the rodeo is now has enforced a dress code. So I already know these kind of people, right? I already know how they act. So just because you know about them don't mean you have to be one of them. You study, right? Over years of studying, observation, I already know how these people operate. So once I heard a dress code enforcement, I already knew. I said, well, it's not the black people, the black females. Because dudes, I mean, shit, what the hell? What they gonna do? Just sag their pants? You got the ghetto ones. They gonna sag. But other than that, that's really about it. But normally the dudes dress better than the females. They dress mature. I'm gonna say that. Not all of them, but even the ghetto ones, they do dress somewhat, presentable. But I already knew it was because of the black females. I tell you guys all the time, you see an average black female, what's she gonna have on? She gonna have on wig and shitload of tattoos, shitload of fucking makeup, and literally no clothes. Like damn near almost no clothes at all. Straight streetwalker. That's how they look. Not all of them, but that's the average typical. It's just how they raise. I blame their mama, right? Their mamas didn't teach them no better. They knew better. They do better. But once I heard that the dress code, before I already knew because it's a black people, they don't know how to carry themselves in public. And then I'm gonna say this right now, whether you want to believe it or not, black women are known to be prostitutes worldwide. That's the stigma they have. Now, not all of them, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, right? It's like saying a snake. I'm not a snake expert. I don't care to be one, but if I see a snake, automatically, oh shit, the snake is poisonous. Now, granted, not all snakes are poisonous, right? You got to go through different ones and different colors. I'm not doing all that. You know what I mean? I'm not doing all that because one day I might forget this one small details and I'm a goner. So there you go. It's just like that. Like all snakes are poisonous. We all know they not, but just to be safe, we're gonna say all of them are poisonous. Just protect ourselves. So that's just typically how they dress. I saw the videos and the photos. Of course, I wanted to throw up. These females, the small females wearing the little clothes, the big females wearing damn near no clothes, and then the females in between is wearing some clothes. This is what I'm talking about. See, these kind of people are the ERs, and then you have the regular black people. Those are them. You got the ERs, you got the GAs, and then you got the regular people. Those are just the ERs. For you to go to a whole nother state and you're gonna, regardless of what y'all say, oh, they don't represent me. I understand what you're saying, but they represent you. Because the last thing I can remember, if you see a white dude strung out on heroin on the street just going crazy, you think somebody will be like, man, that white guy reminds me of Indian people. No. Anybody who's seen this homeless white guy that's strung out on heroin, they're gonna be like, man, these white people crazy. That's how it is. So I know a lot of females get offended when somebody bring that up. It's like this is what it is. Like this is what it is. So all thing you can do is just be better than that person. Just don't be like that person. Other than that, that's just what it is. You just gotta accept that. But yeah, so they over here, they look like this straight up broke prostitutes and strippers. And then of course the big girls, these whatever the women got going on now, women empowerment movement or whatever the hell, is not benefiting nobody, just only destroying communities. They all believe no matter how they look, they can get the top tier guys. And they automatically assume, oh, I'm cute by wearing no clothes. You're the size of a hippopotamus. Why the hell would you wear less clothes compared to more clothes? Now I understand, your father's not in your lives. Obviously, look how you carry yourselves. But you can literally wear a sundress. What happened to sundresses? I understand you big can't lose weight tonight. You're not gonna lose all the weight tonight. It's gonna take if you give a shit to lose weight. But even still, if you're on the process of losing weight, you can wear clothes that's gonna cover your body. It's gonna compliment you. You can wear a sundress. You can wear nice jeans and a top. I guarantee you this. All the white people, all the white women that was there, what they was wearing. Now you're gonna have some of the younger ones, right? But more than likely, you're gonna see a lot of the same women your age. What they was wearing? They was wearing their boots. They was wearing dresses. Some was wearing pants, even though it's kind of hot, but they was wearing adult clothes. You wouldn't even think they got an OnlyFans or they out there just selling it. You wouldn't think of the way they dress. And of course, they ain't got these damn fucking face and neck tattoos. Not to compare you to a white woman, but let's be honest, a lot of y'all want to be a white woman, but still, that's the demographic that's gonna be there. It's gonna be black and white. With that particular night, it was black and white, majority. Any other time, it's like, some white, and then you got other groups in there. But this particular time, it was black and white. So you already know the black guys, what they wearing. They about to go, not look for a job, right? I'm going all the way in, get mad at your mama, not me. Going in there like they don't have a job. I'm like, so they wearing whatever they can wear. They not going with the theme. They not going there with the theme of it being a rodeo. Look like they just out there, they just left a goddamn corner store and then they went to the rodeo. You're not wearing anything that lets people know, okay, yeah, he went to the rodeo. No, they did nothing. You just wearing your regular ass, busted up ass street clothes. And then the jewelry you do have, which is fake, you wearing that. It's like, dude, what the fuck is this? Are you performing or you a guest? Which one is it? So they don't have that sense of, okay, we going here, let's fit the occasion. They don't think like that. They just, whatever they got on, they go. So the women looking like straight prostitutes. Of course, they loud, ghetto, they stink. I'll do a video on that because of all the stuff they do to themselves. It's not natural. They get the wigs, they over there burn their scalp. They put the chemicals in their body, cheap ass perfume. They smell like cigarettes and weed. Yeah, this is what it is. So when they enforce the dress code, I'm glad they did it, which they shouldn't. But keep in mind, these are not little kids. First of all, little kids don't even fucking dress like that. These are some grown ass adults, and you have to tell grown ass adults how to dress in public. That's embarrassing. But of course, that's all the information they need. On top of the media always staying on top of non-white people when it comes down to crime and everything else. You had so many people there from other countries, because you don't, whether you care or not, you literally have people all over the world that go to the rodeo, just like going to Disney World. They do the same thing when they go to Houston Rodeo. So the people that saw that, y'all over there fighting and yelling and if this and all this stuff, baby mama this, baby daddy that, they're listening to all that. Just because they're not looking at you, they still listen. You don't need to look at somebody to listen to their conversation. So they seeing all that. On top of that, they're not around you guys. Cause I guarantee you, wherever you was going, it was a large black circle, just moving around the whole property, and everybody else was like just staying away from you guys. That's what it is. You can't communicate with somebody that's not from your same demographic, aka the ghetto. So that's why you stay together in a little small ass circle. Y'all not going out y'all way complimenting some random person on their jacket or hat or their boots or where you from. You don't know how to communicate with them kind of people, because all y'all know is violence, cuss words and violence. That's it. Talk about dumb shit. Probably talk about fucking shoes and what LeBron James did yesterday. But other than that, y'all know how to have a actual conversation. So of course, y'all not gonna interact with somebody who don't look like y'all. So y'all only hang around with just trash ass people. So the whole time y'all just together in that big ass. I already know this because that's how they act. Poor people like that, they don't know how to function outside their own little community. So they just stay in a little crowd. Anybody they just hang out together. That's all they do. And you're causing chaos. Why would you go somewhere like that, where it's always being recorded? It's a popular place, and you go there to start violence, to cause chaos. Why would you do that? But this is how they are. Because they're gonna say all black people. No, it's not that. Those are the poor. This is the best example I can give you. The ERs are just like the hillbillies. Not saying all hillbillies are bad. Not ERs all bad, but that's how it is. The same way white people look at hillbillies is the same way black people look at the ERs. That's how they work. That's exactly how it works. So you think I'm lying? Go ahead and bring up hillbillies, bring up a poor white man around some decent white people, and see how their attitude change. See how their attitude change. Same thing with black people. The one who living a good life, Bring up the ERs and see how that whole conversation changed. It's the same thing. I guess people, they're not really just seeing the broad picture, but no, that's how it is. So the ERs are looked at the same way as the hillbillies with the white people. The same way, or, or homeless white people. Or better yet, the gingers, even though, I love the gingers, with all my heart, but that's how you look at them. Well, now, let me take the gingers out, because they actually, actual citizens, they law-abiding citizens, for the most part. Not everybody perfect, but the way white people look at hillbillies or homeless white people is the same way black people look at the ERs. There you go. So when all that happened, I'm glad it happened. So, and this is the thing I'm saying, you're gonna have those same people, and this is the crazy part. The ones who gonna have who gonna be most vocal about it didn't even go. That's how it works, right? It's like you think they went when you ask them, "Oh, where did you go?" "Oh, I didn't go." Shut the fuck up. But that's how it goes. So the ones who's gonna complain is gonna be the same kind of people. The ERs. Oh man, they racist. How are they racist? If they were racist, they'll say no blacks allowed, no color allowed. No color allowed. If they were racist, all they did was implement a damn dress code. That's it. Y'all know who y'all are. When they say hit dogs, y'all know who y'all are. So the ones that get upset, that's a target audience. They don't want you to come. That's all there is to it, because they know with that dress code enforcement, it's gonna not only gonna stop people that just don't know how to dress, but the kind of people, right? Because you can have a fucking dress code, but that don't mean like serial killers won't show up still. Like, no, they'll still show up. They're just gonna wear the proper attire. But that's how it is with that kind of community. You stop the dress code, you enforce the dress code. That's how you enforce the dress code, and then that mentality that comes with the dress code will no longer show up. Just like when was it State 48 raised their prices? Yeah, it's like they ain't say nothing about dress code, even though y'all out there looking like clowns, but they didn't want that certain group of people to come, aka poor people, because poor people act like that. They all excited, they act like fucking clowns and shit when they're out in public, because they never been nowhere. They never been nowhere, let alone somewhere nice. So they gonna act out. So the best thing for you to do is to get rid of the poor people is to go ahead and raise the price so they can't afford it. Even though that's not a lot of money, but still, that's how poor they are. They probably got their tax money or something like that, or been saved for like 5 weeks just to pay for that. And a lot of them didn't even buy any food. They only buying appetizers. Get your broke ass out of here. And you already know they're not tipping the waiter, even though it's a gratuity or whatever they included to the bill. But yeah, they ain't do that. They getting appetizers. Some of them, it's a whole group of them, and like only half of them got appetizers, and then they fighting over the bill. So that's how you do that. Cause I saw the pictures as well. I'm like, did you go to Rue Chris or you went to the damn club? Nigga, like, come on, like, goddamn, it's clowns. So them kind of poor people, not saying everybody that go there, these establishments is just like financially stable. That's not the case. But the average poor person, when you take them somewhere, they don't know how to act. That's just how it is. When you go somewhere nice, they just all the man. Oh, I don't know. Oh, let me show, especially black people. Oh, let me show out. Let me know I'm here. Let me get all the attention. Why would you do that? Just get your table, eat your dry ass steak, and get the fuck home. Make sure you pay your bill and tip your waiter or waitress and leave. But they can't do that because all their life, their little community they live in, that's all they know. It's chaos. Oh, I gotta say something so they know, who I am. They want, well, who are you? You don't own anything. You don't have any money. What the little bullshit drug money that you do get, or you rob somebody across the street in your neighborhood? No, that's not, no. But they want to, I forgot, peacock. They always got a peacock. They don't have nothing to peacock for, but that's what it is. They depress the little dirty ass hoes they have in their community that everybody's sleeping with, that everybody's sharing baby mamas with. This is how they operate. I hear that all the time. It's best to invest into a kid than an adult. Them kind of adults, you don't invest in. You just leave them alone. Let them just have their own little community. Anything, like I say, push them out. Now, the inner cities are growing, so now they're gonna push them back out to the suburbs. But of course, the suburbs ain't gonna be the suburbs no more when they get them out there. That's how you do. You just slowly move them away from normal society. Just put them on some little vacant land and let them live the rest of their life like that. This is how it works. So again, I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I just know how they are. So when all that stuff started popping up on the news, I already knew it was gonna happen. I'm not surprised. I already knew it was gonna happen. Not ashamed or not nothing. I already knew that was gonna happen. That's the kind of people that they are. So of course they're not gonna categorize different kind of black people. You know what I mean? But this is what it is. White people do it all the time. But when it comes down to non-white people, you know how it is. They want to keep that that racism going. That's all it is. It's manipulating people, it's scaring people, all that other stuff like that. So anyway, that's what happened, and I'm gonna say this too, because I know this for a fact. I know 100%. Quite a bit of them black females are selling the box. I know that for a fact because I know Bissonnette is not too far from there. So what make you think them streetwalkers on Bissonnette ain't trying to come up on a check and they didn't walk their ass all the way down there to the Reliance Stadium to get some clients? And then on top of that, they got a shitload of hotels across the street from the damn stadium. So yeah, they were selling it. Or they was trying to sell it. Best believe that. This is what it is. Like I tell you guys all the time, man. People ain't always lying. I know some people don't want to believe that, you know, especially they get their feelings hurt or whatever like that. People ain't always, it's just how it works. So you had them chicks down there trying to sell the box or selling the box. And then you had all these other people, other broke ass black people from all over the US down there causing chaos. Yeah, I seen the videos over there at the Galleria. The Galleria, I don't know how much longer that mall gonna hold up, man, but it's been going through some shit now. But they over there gambling, breaking into cars. I'm like, yeah, in broad daylight. I'm like, there you go, bro. Like, and you wonder why nobody don't want to be around y'all. You wonder why, but they don't care because they feel like they entitled to do whatever. Like, oh, you know, I can commit a crime. It ain't no, you know, it is what it is. Like, yeah, it is what it is. So you go to jail. So I already know them kind of people. They don't have jobs because what kind of job do you have for you to carry yourself, for you to be walking around like that on a day-to-day basis? You don't have, if you do have a job, it's at Amazon. It's at Amazon. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all don't have no PTO time, nothing like that, no 6 days. So you just left. So you don't have no job to go back to. And of course, what you gotta do, wait like 6 months, something, then reapply, yeah, you're gonna do that. But a lot of them don't have jobs. Because how do you have jobs if you carry yourself like that? Especially in a whole different fucking state, a whole different city. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. So yeah, that's what happened, man. I'm glad they did the enforce the dress code. You know, a lot of people gonna get upset because a lot of them stay in Houston as well. Don't get it twisted. Not all of them just came out. You know, a lot of them did, but a lot of them stay in Houston as well. And they gonna be upset. It's cool. We already know what to do next time if you do go. It's a sad reality, man. But yeah, I mean, I saw the video, but none of that stuff that I saw, it ain't surprised me. That's what happens when you get the ERs, or, you know, once the ERs come around anywhere. And y'all already know, if you don't know what ER is, ghetto, just criminal activities, angry, always willing to fight. This is a criminal. That's pretty much what it is. That's the ER. It's straight up criminal. Yeah. Gang affiliated. Oh, let me not forget that part. Gang affiliated. I don't know why. You ain't making no money being a weak ass gangbanger. How are you a gangbanger? You killing people in your own community. I'm supposed to be out there doing something positive, but I ain't gonna get into that division with you long. But you're supposedly gangbanger. I don't know why. That don't mean shit. Especially nowadays. How is you being a gangbanger gonna fill up your car? How's you being the gangbanger gonna keep the lights on? Oh, I forgot you on government assistance, or your baby mama on government assistance. Let me stop the video, I might start rambling too much. But yeah, that's what happened. Again, if you feel like you're in danger at the end of the day, hey man, just get away from danger. I'm gonna say that. I'm not putting nobody's name on there, nothing like that, but if you feel like you're in danger, it is what it is. Like I said, I get that all the damn time. But I forget that I'm not the, you know, I forget that I'm a big dude too. It's like, oh shit, I keep forgetting I'm thinking like 5'8" some days. But anyway, it is what it is, man. So, you know, when it happens, like whatever. You know, some of them do it on purpose because they want to get a reaction out of you, or they want to be a victim or something. But at the end of the day, like, man, live your life and whatever. But yeah, it's another situation. And they had some stuff going on at the beach as well, but I'm not gonna cover that. The same thing at the rodeo just happened at the beach. But yeah, man, it's just, I don't know what to tell you. Like I said, somebody invited me to go to rodeo, and I'm not going. You know, it's cool to be around some of them, but not all of them cool. I'm gonna say that. Same thing with fucking white people. Like, some of them cool, but not all of them cool. You know, that's why they leading in school shootings and stuff like that. You just gotta be cautious. You can't get going around thinking that a certain group is just all peaceful. Nah, bro. Any and everybody can be dangerous. It's your job to be, you know, to be aware of what's going on with your surroundings. Just be aware of your surroundings and always, you know, protect yourself. But other than that, it ain't no group of people that's walking around here that's 100% peaceful. Hell nah. I'm always looking out. I don't care how if anything, the friendlier you are, the more my spider senses go up. But anyway, this video is long enough, guys. If you went to the rodeo, tell me your experience and let me know if I'm wrong or right about my facts. They're not even opinions, they facts. I'm giving you guys actual details of what to look out for, how to differentiate yourself from a bad black person from a good one. But anyway, yeah, like if you like the video, like, share, subscribe. Leave your comments down below. And no matter what, I'll take your peace, your pockets, and your purpose.